Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have another paper style box here, and you can see these sort of like scratch marks or veins going over this paper box, and this is all the way around. Now if I show you this side, it says it's a cigar. No, it's not an actual cigar. It's a Nakaya cigar. So let me remove it from this outer box, and you will see here that it is a Polwiener style box and it says Nakaya. And if I remove the lid on this, you will see this pen. And it comes in this kimono here. So let me just lift the pen bed and I'll show you some other things you get in the box. First of all, you get a platinum converter. This is a Nakaya, and Nakaya is part of the Platinum company. It's a bit of a spin-off brand. So it does come with not only a platinum style nib, although it's stamped Nakaya, you also get a platinum converter. You also get an adapter for European size ink cartridges. And this is the adapter because this is actually, you can see here how the adapter goes in. This is normally using Japanese style cartridges, and you get a pack of 10 blue-black cartridges here. And if I remove the lid there, you'll see you get 10 cartridges, and these are the style cartridges that you get in blue-black, and you can see that there. So you get 10 of these in the box. I don't normally use cartridges. I really do use the converter because I have over 300 bottles of ink. But yeah, I tend to leave those in the box. And then we have the pen, and you get it in this lovely kimono here. And if I unwrap that, so this comes with the pen. You have, I believe it's Nakaya there, and it's a lovely kimono. So all the Nakayas should come with a kimono. And if I just move that over there, you then have this lovely pen. So this is the Nakaya Long Cigar, and this is in Toki Tamenuri. And Toki Tamenuri is this lovely red colour. Now, I am more partial to Aka Tamenuri, which is more of a deep red, but I do like this Toki Tamenuri. So I decided to buy this along with another pen from Iguana Cell. Now, I'd ordered both pens. I had a Heki Tamenuri and a Toki Tamenuri in Long Cigar. And I'd ordered them with what Iguana Cell call medium soft nibs. Or actually, they call them flex medium nibs. And the correct term from Nakaya is medium soft. And the other pen came with a hard medium. This came with the correct nib though. So if I unscrew this, you can first of all see the colour here changing around those threads. You'll see it around the cap here, and then you've got the inner cap threads there. And then you see this lovely colour here. So this is a lovely sort of reddish brown, and I do like the transition here between the body and then the section and the cap threads. Now it does come with a 14 karat gold Nakaya nib there. It's 14 karat and then it's stamped 585 for 14 karat. Now there's two Japanese symbols under the 14K, and that is medium soft. And for me, this is the nib that I wanted, so I'm really glad that this pen I did get the nib that I wanted. The other pen I did not, unfortunately, so that is going to be returned. But I love this pen. I like it a lot. It's a beautiful pen. I love Urushi. Urushi feels soft to the touch, although it's not like a spongy sort of material. It just feels softer than maybe acrylic or resin does. But I do love the feel of Urushi. It's got a slightly warming feel to it, I would say. I do like the texture to it. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet though, Urushi typically. But I like it. So you've got the 14 karat gold nib. You've got, I believe it's an ABS plastic feed. I don't believe it's ebonite there, but you can see it's inked up at the moment. If I go to unscrew the section here, you will see I haven't got a lot of ink in here, but I've got a platinum converter which came with it, and you can see there that there's really not a lot of ink left in there. So I've really written this almost dry, and I will have to refill this very, very soon. Hopefully I've got enough ink there just to get me through this review. I love the size of this pen. I like the length of it. The section is maybe getting a little bit on the thinner side for me. I do tend to hold this up a little bit more around the threads. The threads are not sharp in any way. I can post the cap. It's Urushi. It's not something I'd normally would do with a Urushi pen, and it makes it a massive length of a wand of a pen. In theory, the cap shouldn't mark the body, because Urushi is quite a hard surface, but I still wouldn't want to post the cap anyway. And I don't post caps normally. Very rarely do I. It's only normally if it's a very short pen. But for me, I love the size. I like this pen. It's a really lovely colour. I love that it's Urushi, and it's a great, great pen. So I'm glad that this did actually come with the correct nib, whereas my other Nakaya did not, unfortunately. I guess you win some and you lose some, and unfortunately I lost on the other pen, but I won on this pen. I got what I had ordered. So, but this writes very nicely, and you'll see this in the writing sample. So for me, I like a Urushi pen. I really do. I love the sort of transitions that you get here in the Urushi, and for me, this is just a beautiful pen. So I think with that, we'll do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at 165 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at 80 millimeters in length. So this is a long, long pen. We'll do a check on the body to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines. We're looking at 145, about 145, 146 millimeters in length. So that is a very, very long pen. So I think with that, let's do a weight check. Now, the full weight of the pen, and bearing in mind that this really is not inked up, this is almost out of ink, we're looking at just under 29 grams. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just over 7 grams. And then the weight of the body, we are looking at just under 18 grams. So this is a very lightweight pen, but a pen that I do like. So I think let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Platinum 3776 in the Chartre Bleu. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero, and this is in the Celluloid Mediterraneo. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Grande in the Sand, a Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove. We have a Nakaya, and this is a long cigar in the Toki Tamenuri finish, a Visconti Homo Sapiens Bronze Swirl, a Visconti Medici Il Magnifico, a Visconti Opera Master Golden Dust, a Visconti Speakeasy, and a London Pen Company, the Christopher in Erinoid Caramel. So let's do a writing sample. So this is a Nakaya, and it's the long cigar, and this is in the Toki Tamenuri, and it is a medium 14 karat gold nib, And then the ink in here is Diamine Matador, which is actually quite a nice ink, and I think it kind of matches that pen quite nicely. Now, this is a medium soft nib, so I'm going to try and not do any pressure. So this comes across as a medium Asian nib, which really is a Western fine. Now, if I try to press a little bit more, you can get more line variation out of this. So if I do this, you can see that you can get some more pressure out of that nib. Now, there's no hard starts or skips. Now, in terms of ink wetness, let's take a look at this. This is actually, I'd say, quite a wet nib. Now, you can probably hear on the video there is a feedback noise. So there are always a lot more feedback, pencil-like feedback to Nakaya nibs. But for me, this pen writes very, very well. I do like how this writes, and it's a really nice pen. I do like this sort of what a Guanacel call flex medium nib. It's not a flex nib. It's a soft medium or medium soft nib. But it does give a little bit, it does allow you a little bit of expression in terms of writing, so you can get a little bit more coaxing of line variation out, as you can see here. Probably to about 3 times the width. So for me, this is a nice pen. What do I like? What do I not like about the pen? Well, for me, it's Urushi. I like the pen. I like the size. I don't typically like Nakaya hard nibs. This is a soft medium nib, so I do like this nib a lot. If I were to get more Nakayas, I would get the medium soft nib on it, because this gives me really the kind of writing experience that I would want and expect from a Nakaya, and not a more of a hard, rigid nib like most of the Platinum or most of the Nakaya nibs are. Other than that, is there anything else I dislike about the pen? Well, it comes with a converter. That does make it easier to clean, but it does mean that you run out of ink normally a lot quicker. But it is easier to clean. So I don't dislike cartridge converters. I actually use cartridge converters a lot more lately. But it just means that I don't get as much ink capacity as I would. A cartridge converter holds around 0.7 milliliters of ink. Some of my pistons will hold around anywhere between 1 and 2.5 milliliters. So you will get more ink capacity out of a piston or power vac filler than you will out of a cartridge converter. Other than that, though, I like the pen. I love this Urushi finish. It's a really, really beautiful finish that you can see here. Very, very nice looking. And I do like Urushi. So for me, I'm glad that I added this pen to my collection. So that's my review of the Nakaya Long Cigar in the Toki Tamenuri with a medium 14 karat gold nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.